Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. I hope you're all having a great day. It is currently 1:11 p.m. on the 10th of December 2022. It is comfortable. Well, it's comfortable. I don't have the weather up, but the weather website up. But it's comfortable outside. It's a little bit windy, but overall I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good because it is time for another GCurse reviews. Today I am going to be reviewing the Transformers Combiner Wars Prowl. I actually got back into collecting Transformers around the time Titans Return came out. So during the time Titans Return came out, I was also buying Combiner Wars. And one of the few first figures I actually got was Prowl. And here he is. He's in his little robot, or not robot, his alt mode. It's I'm guessing you could say it's a Earth mode, Earth police, police vehicle. Overall, I'm okay with it. The way that it looks okay, but compared to the newer things, it's always a given that when newer things come out, the older things just do not have that same kind of luster that the newer things have, especially when it comes to Transformers. They always kind of try to outdo themselves and make them look better and everything. Now, normally I would not have it in the alt mode like what you see here. The main reason is I want to show how easier it is to convert this figure into its robot mode than it is some of the other figures that are in this product line. Now, let's see here. I'm trying to get the piece. He comes with two accessories. Prowl does, which is, it looks like it's a hand. It's supposed to be part of the combiner. Whenever you want to combine Prowl with others, this is like the hand portion of that. It could be a hand, or if I remember correctly, it can be a foot. Yeah, there is. So there's the foot mode. And then I think it's the foot mode. And then here's the hand. Basically, the palm opens up and you got a little hand with a gun on the end. Overall, I'm okay with it. I actually have never really combined any of the Combiner Wars figures. I'm just not really in, especially when it's these weird mashups like Smokescreen and Prowl and Optimus Prime and Ironhide, and I'm more willing to combine them if it was the standard, like the Constructicons, the Terracons, the the Stunticons, the ones that you would expect to combine. I would most likely combine those. But when it's just like that, they're just trying to force that gimmick onto like Prowl here from Combiner Wars, I'm not going to do it. To me, Prowl is not a combiner. He may be to other people, but to me, not for me. Actually, the only Transformer I've actually ever combined, which is in my room right now, is Predaking from the Power of the Primes toy line. And the only reason I actually combined those figures into Predaking is their individual components, I'll be honest, look like shit. I think Hasbro thought that they were onto something awesome with Predator King. Predator King looks awesome in his combined mode, but the individual components I just think look like shit. So I'm hoping that one of these days they get a remake, and that they're actually done justice, because the power of the Prime's Predator King, in my opinion, is garbage, and it doesn't even have a sword. Why would you release Predator King without a sword? He comes with a couple cannons and whatnot, but so anyway, let's get back onto the show. So he comes with this. It's a combination hand, foot, and then you can actually use it as a blaster, which I'll show when he's in robot mode, or you can actually put this little fucker onto the top of the car. But the thing is, at least on mine, I think the port is just too small, because it leaves a lot of clearance. I mean, I can see my camera through the clearance here, and I'm afraid if I force it down, it doesn't even go any further, so that's kind of it doesn't fit snugly against the vehicle, so it looks like shit, to be honest, and, or you could have it like this, or you could actually even have it, see, it just came right off when you turn around, or you could have it on the back like a little turbo engine, When just prior to doing this review, I thought for sure that I could, can I hook it up? Okay, I can hook it up to here, but, well, it wouldn't even really matter, though, because, so, anyway, I thought maybe it would be cool if somehow you could hook it up to the back of the car here. No, but because there's a little port here. I think it's a port, really, but it does not fit. It just does not fit, so. But like I said, so I'm going to show this, and as you see, in its alt mode, and then I'm going to transform it, and you'll see it in its standard mode, or the robot mode, or whatever you want to call it. The other weapon or other accessory, which is pretty common that a lot of these figures got in the Combiner Wars. Here, let's actually switch over to full camera now. So 1 second. Okay, turn that off. Okay, I hope I had the microphone on. I'm not going to re-record this if I didn't. I apologize. I gotta make sure I have the microphone on. Yeah, I hope it was on. But as I was saying, though, I showed you guys what one of the accessories was. It's a little hand / foot / gun that Prowl can use, and then the other accessory he came with that seems to be pretty common among the Combiner Wars, specific figures, was a 3-barreled shotgun. That's right. It's a 3-barreled shotgun. So it's all white. I don't think it was painted at all. I think this is just the normal, the plastic color itself. I don't think they painted it at all. But this is actually the same weapon that Combiner Wars Smokescreen used. And as you can see, it's basically, Smokescreens is a chrome with, I think it's chrome or steel with a blue handle. Why they did this kind of differentiation with Smokescreens, and why you couldn't just paint the handle black for Prowl? I just don't understand why they did that. So those are the two accessories that Prowl comes with. So I am going to, start the robot, the transformation, just to show you guys what it's like. I'm not going to go through explain the steps, so because there are people on YouTube who can do that. Okay, so then there we go. I will be honest, I think that the transformation for these figures, for Prowl, Smokescreen, and I think there's a Computron. I can't recall what the component's name is, but Computron has a figure or two that has, or a component or two that's in the same mold. They really use this mold a lot in Combiner Wars. Come on. It always has to be one hand. There it goes. And then we go flip this down. Okay, that looks all good. So, and here you have Jazz in his robot mode. Now, like I said, the robot mode the conversion was actually pretty easy. Out of all the conversions I've done on the Combiner Wars, this one I seem to like the most. It's the easiest, the simplest. I didn't bust my fingers trying to get a certain part to work. It was just it did what it was supposed to do, and it was nice. So if you watched any of my previous two, that's right, previous two reviews, I actually do. I will type out the description for all of you awesome people to see. So here's this, and I always go by like the pros and cons. So let's see here. Hold on, let me zoom in because I don't know why it always so far zoomed out. Holy shit. Okay, there we go. So pros. Conversion, pretty fun and easy. Okay, so that's the first thing. So let's switch back over to the camera. Now, like I said, so I'm going to show you guys what the weapon, what it looks like with him holding the weapons. Here's him with his little 3-barrel shotgun of death. I'd hate to be the one that was on the ass end of a tri-barrel shotgun blast. Holy hell, that would scare the shit out of me. And then here is his little hand / foot / cannon that he can use when not in combined mode. To get into the hand was actually a little bit tight, but it was okay. So here he is. So you have, a double-barreled cannon here, and then a tri-barreled shotgun on the other hand. So it's okay. I like it. Well, I like the figure. The figure I like. I like the idea for the tri-barrel shotgun. If I had to really list a negative, I will be honest, I'm just not a fan of this thing. I think they try to do too much with what they had here. I think it should have just been a hand and a foot. I do not understand why they had to try to attach a gun to it, unless they're trying to think of like playability. But to me, this just looks fucking weird. It looks weird. It does. Here you have a gun at the bottom. It looks fine. On the side, it looks decent. But then you look at the top, and you have a flat top with a hand that's kind of, or a palm that's kind of hidden, and then you got the thumb that is back here, it just looks weird. I'm sorry, Hold on, let me turn my heater down. There. But yeah, so that was, this is going to be a pretty easy review, but it's just like I said, I'm just not a fan of the cannon. But I'm going to leave the cannon with him. Normally, when I get an accessory I don't like, I will take that accessory, and I have a huge plastic bag, not a garbage bag, but it's like a Ziploc bag that I just put these weird accessories I never plan on using again. And this is not one of them. I will keep this accessory out, and when I put Prowl back onto the shelf, But the tri-barrel shotgun. Now, I hate to say it, guys. I am actually going to give that tri-barrel shotgun a new home. So, let me introduce you to. This is. Oh, I think he was from Earthrise, if I remember correctly. He was part of a 2-pack, if I remember correctly. I can't recall who the other one was. I think it may have been Earth Mode Ironhide. And this is the Earth Mode of Prowl. You could, if you're curious, well, if you can't recall how you could tell, because the Cybertronian Prowl has his native writing on the door, and this is like English, so that's basically how you can tell that this is his Earth mode. But I think this gun is better with this figure, So I'm gonna rehome that tri-barrel shotgun, and it's gonna go with Prowl, or this incarnation of Prowl. And I kind of did the same thing with Prowl's, or not Prowl, Smokescreen's shotgun. This is, once again, I think this is Earthrise Smokescreen, and I just think it looks a lot better with him. He has his normal blaster. He has the Combiner Wars blaster, and then he has the little two blasters on his shoulders. I think he just looks a lot more awesome. I'm thinking about actually doing some recoloring of the barrel and everything of this shotgun, though, because his other weapons are blue. So I'm just not sure what I want to do yet. But so this is what Smokescreen looks like with the Combiner Wars, tri-barreled shotgun of death. Now, before you ask, no, I have not actually transformed any of the newer figures. I think the only figure that I really attempted to convert was Combiner Wars and Titan's Return. But these newer ones, I just don't have the time, and also with some QC issues, especially like with grapple, I don't want to risk transforming these guys because I'm afraid if I do, I'm going to break them. And before you ask, I actually brought his Combiner Wars version out, and I'm not sure why I brought this one out. I just did though. But here's the reason why I had Combiner Wars Prowl in his alt mode when I started this video, and it's because I want to show how much I like that conversion and how much I fucking hate Wheeljack's conversion. I fucking hated this thing. And once again, it's the goddamn legs. They want you to do some sort of like sliding mechanism. There's like a where the leg caves in, and I've never been able to really understand it, and I just fucking hate it. So I'm gonna try to do this, but I'm not. If my thumb starts hurting already, it's already hurting because it's still kind of injured from the whole Blitzwing fiasco of last Saturday. So let's see if I can get this thing, because I just okay, there we go. Should not be okay. It went a little bit easier this time, but hold on, wait. Did I speak too soon? I fucking hate this conversion. I just do. I'm not a fan of it. And I think that there are a couple others that have the same type of. I think Sunstreaker had this kind of conversion, and I just fucking hate it. And I know people think, well, you're probably doing it wrong. I probably am. But the fact is, it should not hurt you to do it, though. I'm trying to see, it just does not. Okay, hold on, let's move this. Hold on, let's see here. Okay, arms go in like this. They collapse down. I'm wondering if anybody's watching this video, if you have Wheeljack from Combiner Wars, did you enjoy his transformation at all? I'm just curious, because I can't imagine many people liking this conversion. To me, this thing was a fucking pain just to get the legs and everything, And the issue is, it's okay. There's that. Okay, let's collapse the arms. Okay, there we go. See, it also doesn't want to tab correctly. And that's why I'm glad that I got a different Wheeljack from, I think it was from Earthrise also, if I remember correctly. Okay, that is that. See, now, the whole conversion is just a piece of shit for this figure. I don't know how other people can make this look so fucking easy. Maybe it's because they probably had a lot of practice. I've only done this thing a couple times, and I hate it. I do. Fuck it. Like I'm not gonna fight it. My thumbs, and the corners on both, thumbs are just already fucking hurting, and it is not worth me hurting myself to try to get that piece of shit into its alt mode. And that's why when I get done with this, this recording, I'm gonna reconvert it back into its robot mode, and that piece of garbage is gonna go back on the shelf, and that's where it's gonna stay. I really, and it's gonna be also in the back of the shelf. It'll be like the redheaded stepchild, to be honest. But enough about that. Let's get back to Combiner Wars Prowl. Now, I actually, since I try to keep at least one decent weapon with each figure. If I have to rehome one of their accessories to their a future version of that character, I try to give that previous character a weapon or something. It has the hand, arm, or foot cannon thing, but to me, this is not a. To me, I don't really view this as a weapon. I just don't. So what I normally do is, like I said, I look at other figures that I may have removed their accessories from, or I just look at accessories period from other items and stuff, and I try to rehome them. Now I can't recall what they're called, but I think it was during the Power of the Primes. Hasbro had this weird fucking idea that they were gonna give each character. It was just like another. It was like a combiner part. Like it was like what this is. Here, let's actually take a quick look so I can show you guys. Hold on. Okay, so let's go back to. Let's pull up the browser. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Transformers, Power of the Primes, TF Wiki. Okay. Oh, fuck, I should have done toy. Oh, here we go, toy line. Okay, let's see here. What is a good one that I know that had the okay, let's go with I don't think Jazz had it. Center Twin. Let's go with Center Twin. I think he had one. Really, you're not gonna go. You're gonna make me go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, here we go. Okay, as you can see in his right or his left hand, he has like this little. It looks kind of like a shield, but I consider it to be like a jetpack. But it's supposed to actually be like it's it's supposed to be like a hand piece for a combiner. And the top part here actually pops out. This one is actually nice and colored and everything, so you can't really tell. But let's find one that actually has a clear piece. I think the Dinobots had one. Let's see. Oh, actually, let's just go with Moonracer. Here, you can see what I'm talking about here. Yes, I am aware you didn't get my fucking request. Okay, so god damn you there. Okay, so as you can see, it's also meant to be like a chest piece or whatever. I just fucking hate it, to be honest. Every time I got one of these Power to the Primes figures, if it had one of these pieces here, it went into the bag. It went to the bag. I'm actually starting to remove them, and because I'm starting to use them as like jetpacks for some figures that have ports in the back, like Cliff Jumper, or let's see what any of the figures that use the Cliff Jumper mold from like Siege and everything. I'm starting to use these as like a jetpack for them. But as you can see, there is a miscolored part here on the top. that actually pops out. From what I understand, I'm guessing it's supposed to be a blaster. So that's what I've been kind of using. Some of these figures that, like the Legends scale from like Combiner Wars and Titans Return, some of them did not come with an accessory at all. So I'm kind of taking these pieces out of these backpacks here, and I am using it as I'm giving these figures their own little accessory. So here is one. I think it's from one of the Dinobots. It's a clear piece. You can't. I hope you can see. It's kind of blurry, but I am gonna rehome this piece and give it to Jazz, or not Jazz, to Prowl. I keep wanting to say Jazz, but oh wow, it's kind of loose. I may have to work on a little bit. It fits. It's just not as tight as I was hoping it would. So I'm not sure you can see it. So he has like this little blaster. I kind of rehomed to him. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add, because these things normally stay on the shelf. So, but what I normally do is I will, if a figure is loose, do I have it? Oh, I do have it right here. If a figure has like a loose joint, this one is actually pretty good as well. It's okay-ish, it's not that loose. But if it has a loose joint, or the accessory that they normally come with does not fit perfectly, what I will do is I will use, and I'm not sure how many people do this. It's clear fingernail polish. It's called, well, this one's Ultimate Shield. I basically use this and I will put it on like the joints, and it actually stiffens the joints up so it's not so loose. Because I've had a couple figures, especially oh god, what is that one figure's name? Hold on, I can't recall that figure's name, so let's go back, activate this. It's one of the dinosaurs. Swoop. Oh my god, the hips, or the thigh joints, or whatever you want to call it. The joints were so fucking loose. You could literally, stand the figure up, and it would just like bend backwards because it was just so top heavy. There was no friction to keep the thing standing up. So I actually used some of this, and I would paint it, put it on the joints, a couple coatings, and oh my god, within a few minutes that thing was stiff as fuck. So what I'm gonna have to do, and I think I'll actually do it now, so you guys can see. I'm going to, if I can get it opened up, which I did. Okay. I never thought when I was younger I would ever be using fingernail polish, but apparently it has its use. So I'm just going to, give it a good coating all around. Stuff smells like shit, so just so you know, if I'm not sure how many you use fingernail polish for this kind of stuff, but if you do, you may be used to it, but the smell of this stuff is fucking strong. And then I'm just going to take it and place it right back into Prowl's hand, and then I'm just going to let it sit there, and then after a while it will firm up. But there you go, he has a second weapon. It's not as great as this tri-barreled shotgun, but I think it's a little bit better than this. But I'm going to keep them both. He deserves to have a couple accessories. But that is it. So I'm going to put him back down. I'll put him right underneath the monitor. Here we go. There you go. Okay, now it is time for me to finish the review, and you will get to see that. So let's see here. Let's go back to this. Okay, let's go. Wait, where did I? Okay, there you go. Okay, so we got the pros. Conversion is pretty easy and fun. Coloring is spot on. And I'm going to put in, I think these are parentheses. I think these are parentheses. Unlike Combiner Wars Wheeljack. Everything about that figure I fucking hated. The transformation I hated. The aesthetics I hated. The coloring I hated. it's really a tale of two different cities, to be honest, or two tales, I guess you could say. Not Jazz. Prowl is awesome in Combiner Wars. It's just like I said, I got a newer model, and that's why I'm kind of, I love them both. It's just I like the newer model just a little bit more. Coloring is spot on. Let's see. One, has two accessories. Combiner capability. Let's see. Combiner cape. I like the capability. Hold on, let me just. I think that's misspelled again. Oh my god, hold on. I'm gonna move this over. There we go. Okay, did I spell it right? Capabil. No, I spelled it correctly. I do not understand why I keep thinking I spell some of these things. I do not understand why I spell some of these, wrong, but apparently I did it correctly. So transformer combiner capability. If you like that, alt mode is nice. Main mode is nice. Let's see here. Coloring spot on, like two accessories. Alt mode is nice. Main mode is nice. I think that's pretty. Is pretty, pretty much it for the pros. Now for the cons. I really don't have that much in the way of cons. I mean, if I just stretching, like if I really had to stretch, well, that'd be a pet peeve. But yeah, I think I'll leave that as a pet peeve. Yeah, just not really seeing anything wrong. It's okay, So not seeing much wrong. The figure is pretty good. Now this is just my opinion. Keep that in mind. This is not an endorsed review or anything. So if you don't like this figure, hey, that you have that right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying that it's not really meant for me now. Wait, what was it? Wait, what was I talking about? But yeah, the figure is good. The figure is good. I just don't see that much wrong with it. Okay. Ooh, I forgot to do my little symbols. I always have a symbol that I have preceding the thing. So for, let's see, it's a plus. There you go. And then hold on, let me just to kind of make it a little bit easier. Copy, and then I'll go down. Paste, 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 paste. And then for cons, I have a negative sign. And then pet peeves. I still got to figure out a good symbol for that one. So pet peeves does not actually impact figure, more a personal dislike. Okay, so let's see. And then for that, we gotta do that. Okay, so and then I think I'll just do what I did last time with the previous review. I'm just going to do the Starfleet communicator symbol. It used to be communicator. The V, the upside down V, actually used to go all the way down, but for some reason it doesn't anymore. But there you go. Okay, so for me, the pet peeves would be the hand, foot, cannon doesn't really look like a gun. Could use two weapons instead of one accessory. or weapon, and the aforementioned. Hold on, aforementioned. I want to make sure I'm spelling that one correctly. Yeah. So, hold on. Okay. Well, aforementioned hand, foot, cannon, and then I will put the symbol here. Oh no, that's wrong one. Okay, so there, there, there. There you go. Could use two weapons instead of one weapon as in the aforementioned hand foot weapon or hand foot cannon. But let's see here. I think that's for me. Oh, pet peeve. Okay. Damn it, I did it again. Hold on. I just copied this. Copy. Okay. Now, even though I put the combiner capability, that is a pro because it does add, replayability or playability and everything to the figure. But for me, it's a pet peeve, so it's going to go on to two sections. Combiner capability, BIL capability. Not really a fan of it. And like I said, that's mainly because I'm just used to specific transformers being the exception to the rule, or being the rule itself, I guess you could say. And when you literally start having every figure becoming a combiner, it just loses the mysticism and the awesomeness for me, But and that goes all the way to the whole not Combiner Wars, Power of the Primes, the Dinobots. I will be honest, I do not think the Dinobots should have been a combiner, but that's just my feelings, Okay, so now I'm going to do the little individual scores. Hold on, let me pull up something. I'm going to pull up a previous review I did. The last review I did, which was yesterday, was Road Hauler from the Velocitron Speedia 500. It's a Walmart exclusive. I just want to get the my little grading scale, Okay, so hold on, this is from yesterday, so let's. And by the way, when I get done recording this, I'm actually going to make a template of this, so I do not have to do this on the fly. I can just have it all ready. Let's see here. Okay, so when I originally bought this, I bought this a few years ago. It was when Titans Return first came out, and I think they were out 2017, 2018. Let's do a quick look, shall we? Okay, so I'm just going to do a quick look on my secondary monitor. You will not see it. When did Titans Return come out? I guess you could say come out. Let's see. Titans Return. Let's see here. Let me actually just move it over so you guys can see what I'm talking about. 1 second. Okay, so maximize that. Okay, so introduced in mid 2016, Titans Return, initially touted under Titan Wars. Okay, so about roughly around 22. Wow, it's been that long. So we're into 6 years? Holy shit. Okay, well, 6 years ago I bought this figure. Let's just do that. There you go. 6 years ago I got this figure from Amazon, and I think that I paid a little bit over $22 for it at the time. So let's see, paid roughly $22 US. And I'll be honest, comparing to how much they're starting to cost now, it was $22 because I was also ordering it off of Amazon, so it was a little bit of a markup there. I'm pretty happy with $22 for Prowl. It was okay, was okay with this price. I didn't feel that cheated on the cost. So I'm going to give that, let's give that a 4 out of 5. 4, let's see here. I don't want to use a specific, there goes. I don't want to use a specific key because I'm not worried about, because I have hotkeys and everything enabled, so I gotta be careful. 4 out of 5. Ease of transformation. Very easy. Unlike Combiner Wars Wheeljack. Piece of shit. So I'm going to give that actually a 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 for ease of transformation. Visual aesthetics. Spot on. Reminded me of the old G1 Prowl. Once again, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. And I still gotta, I gotta put the period here. Okay, contents. 1 shotgun and 1 hand foot cannon for combining and individual use. Now, like I said, if it was just for the fact, that the hand slash foot, it was just a hand and or slash foot, I think it would have got a little bit of a higher score, and it would help with the score of this portion here. But the fact that they're like, oh, you can use this as a gun, you can use this as a way to, you can hook it up to the top of Prowl in his alt mode, and it's either a gun or you can turn, I think you could turn around and use it as like a little boost. But it did not sit flush against the vehicle as I showed you in the beginning of the video. Because of this, I'll be honest, it kind of knocks it down. I think that there should have been 2 weapon accessories, and then they should have just used that combiner piece as either a hand or a foot. It should have nothing to do with it being a weapon, a gun. So because of that, I'm sorry to say it gets knocked down to a 3 out of 5. So for a total of 20. So let's see here. So 5, 9, 14, 17 out of 20, which isn't that bad. That's still pretty respectable. 17 out of 20, which equals, let's see here. I wish here. 1 second, please. Come on, did I get rid of it? I thought I must have got rid of the, no, I still have it. Okay, hold on. What percent is 17 of 20? So 17 out of 20 is 85%, which, okay, so it equals 85%, which equals a grade of, I think that's like a B plus if I remember correctly. What grade is 85%? I think that's a B. Yeah, it's a B. So, which equals a B, which is pretty damn respectable. I mean, I haven't, I don't think I've really, the only figure I gave the grade on, but since I've started these reviews, was Road Hauler, and I think I gave him, hold on, what did I give Road? Oh, he got a 55, which is a D plus. So this is actually a pretty good, increase, considering that he's from a few product lines previous to what Road Hauler is. Actually, hold on, I got it. Actually, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta use the bathroom, so you 1 second. Okay, everybody, I am back. So, but that is basically Prowl from Combiner Wars gets a respectable 85%, which is a B. Which, like I said, this is just my opinion also. You may like this figure, you may hate this figure. And I would love to hear what you have to say about this figure. So let's turn this off. Let's turn that off. And then we'll turn that on. But that marks the end of this review of Transformers Combiner Wars Prowl. The next figure I'm thinking about doing a review of is, like I said, I got a shit ton. I've been collecting, I've been back in the collection, collecting market, I guess you could say, of Transformers since 2016. So I've had about 6 years of collections. The next figure I'm going to review is actually from not Combiner Wars. It's from Titans Return. It's going to be Soundwave, and I have a few thoughts about that. Yeah, on the short, I'm just gonna make it real quick. I don't understand why they made why were some figures so fucking huge? I don't understand that. Why was Soundwave so huge? Like I understand that he's supposed to be a boss, but I'll talk about that. Like like a lieutenant for Megatron. But it just seems so weird. You have, like like he fucking Soundwave was taller than goddamn Laser Optimus Prime from Titans Return. It's just I don't understand it, but we will get to that in the next review. So next review it will be Transformers Titans Return Soundwave. Stay tuned, and I will see you all later. Peace out.